Let's talk the latest beauty glossary.
Yeah.
There are so many terms and so many trends here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you guys told me a few of them that I wasn't familiar with. So let's start with cloud skin. This
Okay.
interests
Okay.
me.
Yeah. So cloud skin is something that's popping off on TikTok right now. And it's basically sort of a makeup hybrid, I would say, of the hyper glam 2016 fully beat face and then the clean girl aesthetic of 2020 where it was basically just glazed skin and no makeup at all. So it's really kind of like that soft glam idea where your skin doesn't look really matte and it doesn't look really glossy either. It's literally in between. You look like a cloud. So that's the whole idea. And Carlene and I were talking earlier this year basically about blush and the comeback of blush and just soft glam and soft highlighting. And I think that that really plays into the whole cloud skin trend because and even in sales right now, like blush is really the only makeup category that's like skyrocketing. Eyeshadow, lipstick and stuff is just really stagnant.
I'm in my blush era.
Yeah.
I probably have so
Same.
much on right now because in the morning I'm just like,
it just makes you look awake.
And
the cream
eyeshadow is
blush.
just really taking a back seat, right? It's all about, and I'm obsessed with this new Milk makeup product. It's their soft contour sticks.
ooh.
So I love their little cream sticks. Like they have bronzers already and that. But what they have done right with these contour sticks is they're all in cool tones. And that's so important. I've learned it's got like almost a grayish undertone to it. That's what creates shadow. Right. So I had been using all these contour things that were basically just matte bronzers.
Right.
And it's just redundant with a bronzer. So you get into this layering. So I do the contour and the highlight of my cheeks. Then I'll do a bronzer. Then I'll do my blush. Then I'll do a highlighter. It's all layered up.
It's like the Mary Phillips, right? Didn't she?
She's doing the underpainting, which is like she does all of that, then she puts her foundation on
Okay.
top. So
Oh,
this is
got
like
it, got it.
slightly different, the cloud
okay.
skin of it all. But yeah, the blush and the soft glam,
Yeah.
very
It's all
much
about that.
I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like soft glam. Yeah, I feel like blush is the new contour.
definitely,
For sure.
definitely.
Yeah.
What is skin flooding?
Okay, so skin flooding, to be honest, it's not actually a new concept, but it now has a trademark thanks to TikTok. That's what always happens. But I'm going to give credit where credit is due. So first of all, skin flooding, what it is, it's the idea of doing all of the layers of your routine when your face is wet. And the reason for that is that when your face is wet, it increases absorption of products. So you might have often heard in the past, like the best time to put on your body lotion is when you just get out of the shower. Not when your skin's soaking wet, but you want it to be slightly damp. And then you put on the body lotion. And that, if you think of a sponge and you use a sponge dry on a dry countertop, it's not really picking anything up. You wet the sponge first and then you do it and it sucks it up. So that's the idea with having this damp skin. So with skin flooding, the idea is that you start to put on your first step of your routine. Like you wash your face and basically you don't towel dry it. You just let it kind of air dry a bit. And then you get into, you can do your mist or your essence. Then you do your serum. Some people will mist again before they put on their moisturizer to keep it damp between each step. That's why they're calling it skin flooding, because it's like you keep it going. You keep that moisture going and
Waterboard yourself.
the very end. And you can even use a mist over your makeup to help set. Like that's a makeup artist trick too, where they were using like the Caudalie mist, elixir over top of makeup. You know, you can do it midday. You could do it right now if you want.
The wet beauty blender.
Yes.
Which I just
Yeah, right?
I'm not like a makeup. I don't know anything. I've done the same thing for years, but
Yeah.
this year my makeup girl who like before events she'll come over and she does like a really wet beauty blender and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it's totally different.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I was going to say you have to give credit where credit is due, because like one of our earliest guests was Renee Rouleau, the facialist. And I remember from way back, she's the one who I first heard it from, where she was like, after you wash your face, you have like how many seconds? 60 seconds, 5 seconds. I can't remember what she said, but she's like, you have this many seconds to get that serum on your skin because you don't want it to dry before that next step. So she was actually talking about this before it was like a thing. And even May Lindstrom, we just talked about that blue cocoon. I read the instructions and it says to put it on damp skin.
This is going to significantly cut down my 13-step skincare routine. I was just saying on your podcast, I tried timing myself to do it in 10 minutes and I was like throwing things at my face.
You want to speed do it. Yeah. And even yesterday we interviewed Joanna Vargas and she was saying that towels, like if you have breakouts, you're reusing your towel over and over, you're just putting the bacteria back on. Yeah. So you know what? Towels
are out in 2023.
We're so over towels.
Soundbite. Clip that, Zena.
Yep, that's the promo.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What about skin streaming?
Okay, so this is sort of a new concept where basically we're sort of scaling back. We're streamlining our routine. Okay. Yeah, so instead of doing 10 products that do 10 different things, where we all had like the ordinary 10-step like a few years ago, just because we could buy all of these products, everyone was buying them and putting them all on their face. So really right now it's about cherry picking the best products that do multiple things. So having a vitamin C serum that also has like another antioxidant in there like a vitamin E, or having your retinol also have like peptides in there, like getting products that are doing the most for you instead of having 10 things on your face that you could possibly react to. That's the whole idea. So it's like People were cherry picking before, and it was like, I'm gonna do these 10, but I love this glow recipe thing, I love that, and doing all this, and I think now, especially with skin cycling, which I know you did a full episode on, and so did we with Dr. Whitney Bowe, who created the concept. It was like, you actually just need these 3 or 4 things and you just cycle them in and out, and it's kind of back to that like Clinique 1, 2, 3 step, trying to make it easy for people. And there's actually a new version of that from this brand called Fin. Yeah, so the brand is called Fin, PH-IN, and it's from the makers of Indeed Labs. So Indeed Labs, they became famous, they've been around for a long time, but they became famous because their Nano Blur product was like the only product used on the set of Euphoria. And it was really to give that like really kind of blurred skin effect on camera, but without makeup. Yeah. So they've come out with PHIN, and it's a 3-step system that's meant to be for acneic skin types. And they're saying it's a healthy skin system. So the star of the show in this particular product line is all about balancing your pH. So it's a line for acne sufferers, but there's no salicylic acid in there. There's no benzoyl peroxide. No glycolic. Nothing. Yeah. And I've seen the before and afters, and they are pretty remarkable. And you can get the 3-step system. It's at the drugstore or Ulta for like $85. So it's pretty affordable. And it's just really a reset, I think, of, doing too much, the over exfoliation, and it's just scaling everything back. Consistency, because I do think a lot of younger people, they get so excited. It's like, I'm going to buy everything at the Sephora VIB sale and use it all. And so it's a way of just like streamlining. That's, hence the name, the skin streaming, and just reminding people that it can just be really simple and just have that consistency and get really great results. And pH, quite honestly, like I do think that's been a big culprit in messing up my skin barrier. So pH has become really important in the conversation. And pH, the perfect pH of the skin is like 5.5. So that's what that range is doing. It's optimizing that pH, where if we exfoliate our skin is at your skin's your ideal scenario. Or it's supposed to be slightly more acidic, I think. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, 5.5. But anyway, we were wrecking that before, and now they're trying to bring it back into balance.